Good morning and happy Monday. It is another hot one here in southeastern Massachusetts, another 90s. And of course the humidity always comes with that. But that's fine. I'm not complaining. I like the heat. I had an awesome weekend with some friends. Went to a live show on Saturday evening. It was outside. It was absolutely beautiful. Few locals. It's the District Art Center in Taunton. You know, down the old district courthouse, I guess, in the Taunton Green. Wonderful place. It's fabulous. I got a little tour of inside the theater, and it's remarkable. It's amazing what they did with that old courthouse. So they have a bunch of shows coming up. Check them out. I don't get paid for this plug, but I just had a really good time, and the owner that gave me the tour and stuff like that, it was very, very nice. So anyway, I came on here because I wanted to talk a little thing about a few things, actually. So intentions and happiness, you know, all this stuff around trying to achieve things. And I've talked on many of my videos about, you know, finding your why and having a deeper meaning for, you know, what you're doing, your purpose. And they've done a lot of research, and I'm not going to start quoting the researchers because I don't know them off the top of my head, but I've read and I've heard a lot of research that was done around happiness, right? And what brings people the most joy and whatnot. So joy really itself, happiness and joy really isn't sustainable. Like we don't ever have, like, you know, we can't sustain happiness or joy forever, right? This bad things happen, you know, challenges happen in our lives. You know, we lose people, we lose jobs, you know, the economy, the world itself, it just goes through changes, right? So the fact that we try to achieve consistent happiness, it's unattainable, it's unrealistic. And what they have found actually is that, you know, even when you achieve these certain goals where you think it's going to bring you that happiness, once you achieve them, you kind of get to a plateau, and then, okay, what's next, right? So yeah, going again for something else, and the process is all over again. So that is the key, actually. It's during the process. So if you have an intention on you know, helping someone or wanting to feel useful, or, you know, have a purpose, those are the key things to having a more fulfilling life. You know, I don't want to say bringing happiness, because happiness is elusive. So it's basically having purpose, having an intention, and working towards that. And it's the process of achieving that goal is actually which is the most fulfilling. And if you look back in your life, you will see that, you know, even when, like, I remember in high school, right, we just looked forward to we couldn't wait to graduate, get the heck out of there. And then, like, after we graduated, or for me, I look back and I kind of miss a lot of those days, right? So it was the process of getting there that was the fun part, you know. The other thing I wanted to talk about is everything that is worth anything to you takes work. And so, you know, looking at people's end results and thinking, oh, I wish I had that, you know, we're not looking at the work that goes into it. So there's this, I heard this cute little story, parable, I guess. Is it a parable? I don't know. That means it's from the Bible, I think. Anyways, so it goes, so there was a market, and Picasso was there, and this woman went up to Picasso. She says, I would love for you to paint me a beautiful picture. And so Picasso does. He takes about 30 minutes, and he comes up with this beautiful portrait, and he says to the woman, that's going to be $30,000. And she said, $30,000? It only took you 30 minutes to do. And he says, No, this took me 30 years because to acquire this skill took him 30 years of practicing and whatnot. So a lot of times when we look at the end results, we don't see the hours or the years that go into perfecting that skill or making that skill what it is. So a lot of times when we want something, we want to be rich, we want to be successful, we don't see the years or the things that that we need to do to get there, right? And so in that, finding purpose, finding intention, finding the joy in the process is important, because that is how you're going to be able to reach your goal. There was another story that they said, or example that they gave. So a woman that has a newborn baby, right, that doesn't get a lot of sleep, that's up every few hours, and but she loves this baby and she does it with joy because she wants to be a good mom, versus that same woman that spends all her hours and doesn't get a lot of sleep working at a job that she doesn't like. There's a difference. See, you can spend the same amount of time, the same amount of hours, but if you're not having that joy, fulfillment in it, it can make a big difference in your feeling about the time spent. So you want to find something that's going to bring you joy, going to bring you purpose. It's not that it's going to be easy. It's not that it's not going to bring you, not going to be a lot of work, but it just makes it much more fulfilling and much more enjoyable. I keep repeating my words, but if you find something that you're passionate about, that you have meaning for, right, purpose, and so I have found in my life there has been different areas where I've made more money or I did different things in my life, but they don't give me as much joy as I do now. So what I do in my field right now is I believe I help people. I work with people with substance abuse, with mental illness, and I really hope I can help people by giving them certain skills to deal and live a fulfilling life with those conditions, with those illnesses. Oops. The other thing too is that the pay isn't that great in these health services. A lot of times the pay is just not equivalent to the experience or the education that is required, right? But at the same time, I'm still going to school and still getting my education. I work really hard at it. It's not easy, but just yesterday I was saying, oh my God, I can't believe the summer courses are really, really intense. So I really, really can't believe the amount of work that I have to do. But I gotta remember it's all worthwhile, because I'm learning so much more. I'm gonna be able to help the clients more, and hopefully, I'm not gonna lie, I want to make more money. And in my field, I guess with a lot of fields, the more education you have, the more money you can make. So anyway, I'm stopping to get something to drink, and this place is jamming. Okay, so I hope you have a wonderful day. Actually, yes, have a wonderful day. Stay blessed. If you like my videos, hit the subscribe button, and until next time, guys, peace.